So let's move on to the next question, guys. In this question, we are given that the average of four distinct positive integers is 60, right? And we have to compare two things. The first thing is we have to find the number of integers less than 50 if the median of three largest integers is 51 and the sum of the two largest is 190. And the second option is we have to find the number of integers less than 50 if the median of four integers is 50, right? So looks a little complex, pretty easy. Let's solve. So we know that the average of four distinct positive integers is 60. So let's assume we have four integers a, comma b, comma c, comma d, right? And these are arranged in ascending order, right? So these are arranged in ascending order. I hope this should be fine, right? So what will be the mean? The mean will be a plus b plus c plus d upon 4. A plus b plus c plus d upon 4 is the mean. And the mean is given to be what? Average means the mean. So average is given to be 60. So this means this is equals to 60, right? So that means a plus b plus c plus d is equals to 240. I hope this should be absolutely clear, right? Perfect. Now tell me one more thing, that it is given that if the median of three largest integers, so what are the three largest integers? Obviously these are arranged in ascending order as I told you before. So the three largest integers will be these three, right? I hope this is fine. Okay. Now we know that these three numbers, the median is what? 51. So we have three numbers. So obviously 3 is odd. So what is the median? Median is n plus 1 upon 2 when n is odd, right? So n plus 1 upon 2 means three numbers are there. So 3 plus 1 upon 2 means 4 upon 2 means the second term. So second term means this is the first term, this is the second term, right? So what is the second term? The second term is equal to the median, right? And what is the median? The median of three largest integers is 51. That means C is equals to 51. I hope this should be very clear, because the median of three largest integers are these. So the median of these three will be C, and C is equals to 51. I hope this is fine, right? And we are also given the sum of the two largest is 190, right? So what are the two largest numbers? The two largest numbers over here are C and D, right? That means C plus D is equals to what? 190. I hope this should be very clear, because the sum of the two largest. So these are the two largest because this is in ascending order. So C plus D is 190, right? But we know C is 51. So what will be D? So 51 plus D is equals to 190. So D is what? 50, 140. How much? 139, right? So D comes out to be 139, right? I hope this should be very, very clear, right? Okay. And C is what? 51. Now out of A, B, C, D, we know two numbers. One is 51 and one is 139, right? Now tell me what will be A plus B. We know C plus D is 190. We know that C plus D is 190, right? And we also know A plus B plus C plus D is 240. So from here we can calculate A plus B to be 240 minus 190 means 50. I hope this should be very, very clear, right? This means that A plus B, the value is 50, right? And we know so all these four numbers, A, B, C, D, these are four distinct positive integers, right? That means the minimum value of any of them can be 1 because they're positive, right? So that means if, for example, A is 1, then B will be 49. If A is 2, B will be 48. If both of them are equal, which can be the case, both of them will be 25. But the point over here is that no matter what, both of them will be less than 50, right? because we are adding two numbers and the sum is 50 and both of them are positive. That means A and B, both of them will be less than 50. The minimum case can be that A can be 1 and B can be 49 or vice versa. But this can be the maximum value of either A or B, right? So both of them means will be less than 50. A will also be less than 50 and B will also be less than 50, right? So this was a question which we were asked, the number of integers less than 50. So for this part, the answer becomes what? 2. For this case, the answer becomes 2 for this one. For this one. For the first part, the answer becomes 2. So there are two integers which are less than 50. I hope this should be absolutely clear, right? Okay. Now let's try and solve the second part and see how many integers are less than 50 in that, right? So if we talk about this case, we have to find the number of integers less than 50. Okay, that is fine. We are given that the median of the four integers is 50. Again, what were the numbers? A, B, C, D, right? And these are in ascending order, right? And we also know that A plus B plus C plus D is how much? 240. I hope you remember this because A plus B plus C plus D upon 4 is 60. So this is 240, similar to the previous thing, right? Okay. But now in this question, we know that the median of four integers is 50. So the median of all these four integers is 50, right? Now tell me one thing. If there are even number of integers, then what is the median? The median is n upon 2th term plus the next term upon 2, right? So there are four terms, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 upon 2 means the second term plus the next term means the third term upon 2. So that means the median will be what? The median will be second term plus third term upon 2. I hope this should be absolutely clear till now. So what is the second term? The second term is B, right? Plus the third term is C upon 2. And what is the median? The median of four integers is 50, right? I hope this should be absolutely clear, right? That means the value of B plus C is equals to what? 100. The value of B plus C turns out to be 100. I hope this should be very clear, right? Okay. Now tell me one thing again, right? For this case, for this, obviously B is less than C because this is an ascending order. So A is the smallest, then B, then C, then D is the largest, right? So B is less than C. That is one thing for sure. One possible case is both of them are equal, and the other case is that B is less than C, right? Okay. So tell me one thing, that can B equals to C? What did I say? I said either B equal to C or B is less than C, right? Because this is an ascending order. So B will be less than C or B can be equal to C. But we are given in the question that four distinct integers. Four distinct integers means none of them are equal to each other. So this case is not possible. B equals to C is not possible because it is given in the question that four distinct integers. So the only option we are left with is that B is less than C, right? Okay. So that means B has to be less than C, right? Now tell me one thing. If B plus C is 100, right? So obviously it can be 50 plus 50. So B and C, both of them can be 50. But we know that both of them are not equal and B is less than C. So the best possible case or the maximum value of B can be B is equals to 49 and C is equals to 51. So this is the maximum value of B possible. Are you understanding it? Because these two things can never be equal because it is given in the question. So the maximum possible value of B can be 49. Obviously it can be 48, 47, 10, 20, whatever. but the maximum value of B can be 49, right? Okay. Now tell me one thing, A is less than B, right? Because this is ascending. If B is 49 and if A is less than B, so A will automatically be less than 49. If B is 49, right, and we know A is less than B, that means A is less than 49, right? That means that A and B both are less than 50, right? A and B both are less than 50. So we had to find out the number of integers less than 50. So A is an integer which is less than 50, B is an integer which is less than 50, right? But C, it is 51. So the minimum value of C is 51. C can be 52, C can be 53, 54, 60, 70, whatever. But the minimum value of C is 51. So how many integers are less than 50? Only two, which is A and B. I hope this should be clear. So the answer for this part is also 2. The answer for this part is also 2. So since this is also 2, this is also 2, both of them are 2, the final answer becomes C. I hope this should be absolutely clear.